right, welcome back. We've been talking about this today. President Biden already facing opposition from some Democrats in his own party after the White House confirmed he will seek re-election in 2024. Not all Democrats on board.
Yeah, panelists have been sticking around. Donna, Governor Scott Walker, and Woody Patrick, good to see you back here. And I'll go straight to Donna if I could. What are the chances in your mind that a re-election would happen in 2024 for President Biden? And your thoughts on that when you already hear opposition within the own party?
Well, I think that he will run, but I'll tell you, that'll be the happiest day for me because for sure the cavalry will be here. You know, he has no record to run on. And so this would be a great victory for conservatives everywhere. And I think for liberals, they will be devastated.
We talked about AOC being hesitant to voice her endorsement ahead of time. Let's talk to you about another key Democratic voice, independent voice, Bernie Sanders, the senator there. This came out from CNN. He says he will not primary Biden and would support him if he runs again. So, Governor Walker, that's where Bernie Sanders stands.
Well, it's not surprising because he's outsourced his agenda to radicals like Bernie Sanders and AOC. That's the irony about why AOC won't even support him. Joe Biden positioned himself in the primary a couple of years ago as a moderate, and then he picked Kamala Harris, who actually the year before was actually, by Newsweek's accord, to the left of even Bernie Sanders. And so he's been basically handing over, outsourcing his agenda to the radicals in his own party. It's why it's failing, and the American people are going to give their first voice this November when they put in a new House and a new Senate to put a check on his agenda. But I think 2 years later, unless they do an about face like Bill Clinton did in '96, Joe Biden's going down in flames.
And by the way, it hasn't fallen on blind eyes that the flag is behind you, Governor, for Flag Day. Yes.
I even pulled my flag out, my picture on my flag out in front of our house in our lake. So.
Oh,
fantastic.
That's gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you.
Emma, a lot of people have been sending in their pictures to us.
They really have. We're trying to keep up with it. Our team is making sure we're going through the photos, and then we're going to share some with our viewers, and we do appreciate it. So, Wendy, just based on that, we've seen that there is patriotism in the United States. People are proud to live in America right now, despite these challenges that Americans have faced. And I know we talked before about how troubling things can be right now. People have a negative outlook, but perhaps there are some silver linings out there, at least the fact that we can all come together and the fact that we are Americans.
You know, Emma, I can find a silver lining to almost anything. And by the way, I plan on sending my flag picture in right after the segment.
Great.
But there really are silver linings. And, you know, part of what I always notice when we talk about the way Democrats and Republicans are divided on so many different things, we are united on the challenges that we're facing this summer. Everything from gas to groceries to heat to drought to everything that we all care about and for us and our families. That's uniting in and of itself. I mean, we don't talk enough about all the different things that pass both the House and the Senate, where everybody agrees. We only talk about the things that are controversial. But we all have to get rid of the same types of challenges. We all have to tackle the same kinds of things, from healthcare to national security to education and everything in between. So I'm going to say that's the uniting factor, and that we're all proud to be Americans. Amen.
Yeah, and what brings Americans together? Democracy. Today, primary day for 4 states. A lot of folks are watching that. Just a quick pivot really quickly. I'll run through the panelists and I'll let you guys go. Donna, Nevada, one of those that they're looking for. The GOP is looking to overturn seats. There's a big primary challenge for incumbent Congresswoman Nancy Mace in South Carolina. Big 2 there. What do you predict for tonight, as well as Maine and North Dakota? Donna Jackson.
I think we're going to see victories on the GOP side across the board. I think that conservatives are more conservative, and it's going to be a really proud day.
Maybe we'll pivot to South Carolina specifically, Governor Walker, and get your thoughts just on that Mace versus Arrington race. Arrington getting the backing of the former president there, Mace getting support from Nikki Haley, the former governor of South Carolina there. What are you watching for?
Yeah, I think that those 2 key races in South Carolina, one where you had a member actually vote for impeachment. I think he's in real trouble, even though he's got a otherwise fairly conservative record. I think in Mace's case, even though she raised some concerns and didn't vote to object to the findings, she didn't vote for impeachment and has otherwise been fairly aligned with the president's policies. You mentioned former Governor Nikki Haley being involved. I think she wins. I think it's a toss-up. I think one race will go the president's way, the other will go Nikki Haley's way. But in the end, all these different races across the country, when it comes to House races, our queuing up candidates are going to win big come this November.
They're playing us off.
Heard about.
But we appreciate the panelists. Wendy, thank you as well. Wendy Patrick, Donna Jackson, Governor Scott Walker, thank you very much.